Ninja cowboy. What the world? The ninja cowboy was riding a chicken. It makes a lot of sense. Oh, hi again. Yes, don't you remember me?
Yeah.
You don't remember my name? My name. Do you remember my name? Desmond Tutu. Desmond. Desmond.
Desmond?
Yeah, Desmond Tutu.
Okay.
Just think of this. Ballerina Tutu. That should help you remember my name. Tutu.
Well, that part will be easy to do.
I cannot tell you how many times people have made fun of my name. They called me, hey, Bishop Tutu. What's the ballerina recital?
They messed up my last name too. I'm now a dryer. I'm supposed to be a dyer, but I'm a dryer.
What Dyer? Your last name is Dyer, but some people mispronounce it and they say Dryer.
Yeah, a dryer.
Oh, that's a first. Dwyer.
It's such a simple name, you know what I mean? Isn't that simple? And you don't mess it up.
A few times people have mispronounced my name. Instead of calling me Vance, they call me Lance.
Oh yeah, I heard that one too.
Lance is more funny right now. I said ballerina recital, it's actually ballet recital. What is wrong with my head? Oh, it's not a real head. It's made out of fabric and stuffing. I didn't know that is doll. Pretty much. Hey, Bishop Tutu, when's the ballet recital? You got to laugh at yourself. You got to laugh at yourself or you go crazy. Not the good kind of crazy, but the bad kind of crazy.
Well, I'm nuts anyway, so I don't worry about it.
As my friend said once before, we all go a little mad sometimes. He actually got that from a tagline from a film. Psycho Norman Bates.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty much the kind of person who makes drag queens look like homicidal maniacs. He dresses like his mother. He's got serious mommy issues. Yeah, he does. Especially when he keeps a corpse of his mother in the house.
Yeah, I see that.
You have to be pretty messed up in your head to keep a corpse of your mother in your house.
Well, that's what that guy's doing. I think his wife and 4 kids. His wife was in the car.
Oh, it's Psycho all over again. Somebody better get Alfred Hitchcock on the phone. We all go a little nuts sometimes. He's crazy, but he's a good kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I'm the good kind of crazy that makes my grandmother laugh. I enjoy that. I enjoy making people laugh, you know. I don't want to cause people pain. I want to make people laugh, make them feel good. Be happy.
There's enough around going around to make you crazy anyway.
And I should know, in South Africa, when we had to deal with apartheid, now that's the kind of bad crazy right there. When you have government officials saying, oh, you're a different color than me, so you're not as human as me, so we're going to do this to you. And that's what they did. That was apartheid, segregation in South Africa. I know, but believe it or not, yes, even there too. I've heard plenty of jokes that in South Africa, a lot of people there are white. And people joke about that because, like, it's Africa, African Americans, you know. That's supposed to be the politically correct term for black people in America.
The way they raise the roof, you know what gets me?
What?
Why don't the Indians do that? They gotta get this bad. Their culture was wiped out.
That's so wrong. I know it's wrong.
I'm proud of my Indian heritage.
So am I. You know, I didn't even know that I was actually related to the real Pocahontas until I spoke to Aunt Regina. And I'm like, you know, I've said this a few times at work, you know, I'm actually related to a Disney princess.
Yeah, you're also Ireland.
Irish.
Yeah,
You know, I would never suspect that I was Irish because I don't drink, you know, chug glug, chug glug, chug glug, 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 glug. No, you, that's don't drink that much. That is so good. No, and I always say this joke that I'm not a beer head, I'm a soda jerk.
Yeah, you drink a lot of fun.
But for the most part, it's only when I'm eating because, you know, as Dad has seen at the table, you know, I do have a tendency to eat fast.
Well, I do too because of when I work, you know, I eat my lunch fast so I can go back to my job and finish.
That's the same thing with me when I'm at work is that, you know, in the old days I would only get like, you know, 30 minutes of lunch. But of course nowadays I get 60 minutes, a whole hour. So yeah, I finally get a lunch hour. Good. So it's like, you know, when you only have that much time to eat and recharge your battery before you have to get back out in the hot, scorching sun, like the Hebrews in Egypt, you just gotta get as much into your system as possible and enough to where, you know, for however much longer you're going to be at work, like maybe 2 hours, 2.5 hours, 3 hours, you don't want to feel like you're starving to death.
The only one that I did last year was with
What? Oh, her, yeah.
Yeah, well, we had 25 years because we wanted to talk, you know, about things that were going on.
That's good.
Sometimes we almost an hour.
It's good to have a voice like that.
I'd go back to work.
Good.
She even had a TV for me in the basement. So when I ironed the clothes, so I could watch TV.
We kind of have the same thing at work. We have a TV in the break room in the office. I think. Yeah, TJ.
Yeah, you know his mother was on telling people that he's part of it. That's what
I didn't know that.
He's not. Yeah.
Why would people die about that? I don't know. Probably to gain something, you know. I think if you're like, if you can prove that you have Native American heritage, you know, you pretty much get your own land. You pretty much get, you know, you're pretty much exempt from paying taxes, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know that some states had to do that or not. So he was from Monkey Islands, and that's Canada. That was a reservation. That's where he was from. But here, I know that 2 years before he died, he got a check in that piece. I don't remember how much it was, but he did get a check. And I guess they hadn't paid it all, and then they decided to do it now.
You know, that's the same thing with Elizabeth Warren. You know, Elizabeth Warren, she lied about her, you know, anytime she would apply for a job, and Dana Lash has said this on her radio show plenty of times, that she's lied about, you know, her ethnicity, her race, claiming herself to be a minority, with the story that, you know, one of her parents was Indian, the other was not, and they were in love with each other, you know, and the culture at the time tried to keep them apart because it was considered taboo. But with the DNA test, you know, it pretty much proved that she's less Native American than someone in Brazil. You know, she's a liar, you know. You see, that's a Democrat that I don't trust, you know, pretty much someone who lies just to get ahead in life. That she's rolling.
Makes perfect sense.
Our great-great-grandmother? Who was she? Was that your great-great-grandmother or mine? Okay. So that would be my great-great-great-grandmother, right? For whatever reason, I thought that was going to go on for a long time. Actually,
she was one that was taken captive by the Indians. She married the war chief. And the one in the Cherokee was taken captive, and that's what she wanted was the Indians.
Any type of home project. I use Angie's List because it's free. Free to read reviews.
Now Vance's grandmother, she really did get married from chocolates.
Go to angieslist.com today.
Cherokees was sent to Oklahoma.
Services
I
sponsored
don't know they're gonna die on that march.
is that the Trail of Tears?
Yeah.
If you had hernia mesh implant after January 2000, and then
I'm proud of mine too. You know, all the years that I was growing up, all the Native American collectibles that we always had around the house, you know, wooden statues, paintings. I always thought, well, I didn't really give much thought about it when I was growing up, but basically when I
when I was growing up, I just thought our family just had some sort of weird obsession, some weird fascination with Indians. Ooh. I mean, I had a few Native American toys myself, and I was proud to have them. But I didn't know that we were part Native American. I didn't know that. Not until I started doing research on our family history. You know, it was in my senior year in high school, I was in a world history class, and we did an assignment where we were going to do a project on our family tree. Ooh, that's when I started to learn that there's a reason why we've got so many Indians around this house.
And after the Civil War, I was fascinated with that. Well, I think it was Harsha had to do with, Purpose Trade. Well, the book that I had read in there, that love story, had to be authenticated because she's a famous writer, is a great. Well, when I started telling her that, I started telling her about it. She didn't tell everything I said, and what she got on her paper.
An A+.
You better believe it.
Oh boy, good for her. That is so amazing.
Because everything I told her was true.
But of course, nowadays, with the way the school system is nowadays, with the kind of history they want to teach us, you know, depending on who you have as a teacher, you know, you may not get that A+. You may get an F because, no, that's going to mess up with our agenda for world domination. You better rewrite that. You sound like a conspiracy theorist. Well, I've watched Alex Jones and Jesse Ventura. Of course, Alex Jones has obviously gone too far to where he's now banned from YouTube and Facebook. Ooh, I've heard about that. Well, you just got to be careful how you say things and what you do because people are going to take it the wrong way. They're going to accuse you of being a racist.
Yeah.
I know that you want. She's